Imagine being a voter and having to look through 91 names. Such an extensive list of candidates can be misleading to voters, potentially creating the impression of widespread support or causing confusion during the voting process. But you don't really hear much about that. To me, personally, that's not democracy. Trying to mislead people during such a delicate time. And then there's Kearney. He entered the race when the Liberals were down bad, like 25 points behind. Honestly, looked hopeless. But I believe he can honestly thank Trump for this big win. Voters saw stability, big picture economics, all the stuff that made voters nervous about Trump's influence. I want to make one thing clear. I can't say I'm concretely conservative or liberal. In the past, I have voted for both parties for different reasons. It has always been based on the current conditions of our country and what I feel like we are in need of at those specific times and circumstances, and what representative I would think would be best suited for the job. Michael Ingantieff, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, said something interesting about all of this. He called the election less a victory for centrism or liberalism and more a reaction to external chaos. Trump, instability, the end of the old global trade system, that all made Canadians lean towards a safe choice. Not necessarily because they were in love with Kearney or the Liberals.
Which is that it's a victory for liberalism and centralism. I just think we don't know. Canada's Canada. It's not Britain. It's not France. It's sui generis because we sit beside this gigantic economy. It's always determined a lot of what's possible for us. And we've just been kicked in the teeth by our oldest friend, our oldest partner, our neighbor, our friend. And because of that, it's just convulsed the political system. I think there's one implication that is clear, which is that the conservative, Pierre Poilievre, got his vote out. There's no question. His vote is very strong. But he lost because I think, on balance, Canadians thought he sounded much too much like a MAGA Republican.
But because they weren't sold on the alternative. And honestly, you can feel it. Canada's politics are starting to shift away from that old left versus right model. It's becoming more about who can hold the line when the world outside gets messy.